Hi, and welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Vice President of Athletics, Craig McPhail. We've got another great show for you today. I tell you, as I reflect on this past week, and more specifically Saturday and Sunday, Bobcat Athletics have got a great amount of momentum. Our men's lacrosse team fought to the very end with a hard-fought game against Young Harris, and they lost by a point just in the final seconds, but my, how far we have come. I look at tennis and the success that they've had on the women's side, and I know the men's program's coming along with some good recruiting from Coach Marriott. And then I watch softball and I see how competitive they are, and we're close. We're so close to turning the corner. And with women's lacrosse having success on the road this weekend, you know, I really feel good about where we are with Bobcat Athletics. And I think the future is going to continue to get better as we have quality recruits surrounded by good coaches and the community engagement that we have, that you have, that you're a part of. Because I'm telling you, we can't do it by ourselves. We're going to need your help. And in that process, stay tuned for a great This Week in Bobcat Athletics.
And welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Sports Information Director Chris Parker here with our women's soccer coach, Kiko Magana. Kiko, really not your season, guys are in spring. What is one thing that you and your coaching staff does in the spring just to prepare for the fall?
Well, we look at the returning class, and we look at how we're going to play in the fall. And that really determines what we do in weights and our training sessions. Just try to get the girls to play a new certain style that we want in the fall, and just keep going really with weights, conditioning, and tactically get sound right before the fall season hits, and obviously just keep recruiting.
And speaking of recruiting and bringing in classes, you guys had an ID camp on Saturday. Can you just tell us a little bit about how it was successful and the number of people who were here and so on?
Yeah, ID camp was great. It gave us a good opportunity to meet players and families when they came to campus. We're shooting for 35 girls, but unfortunately we got to 25 because a lot had state cups or high school state tournament. And it was great. It had a mix of 2017, 17s, 18s, and 19s. Give us a good look on the future of McRae, the future Bobcats out there, and give us a good opportunity to meet them, go through training sessions, go to campus tours, meet with admissions, and do the whole thing that the student athletes on campus already do. So it was a great chance for us to meet them and for us to meet the current players and the coaching staff, and it just went absolutely well.
What is one thing that you talked a little bit about the campus tour, and we live on probably one of the most beautiful campuses in the nation. What is something that you like to pitch to these recruits other than just the beauty of the area?
It's just the team chemistry, really. It's great. We've gotten a lot of feedback from families and student athletes that's been on campus, and they just really like how close our team is and the community around McRae, and they really like the support and how much communication we have with each other.
All right. Coach, thanks for dropping in and catching us up on what's going on in women's soccer.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back shortly with some more of This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm with senior goalkeeper Mia Emerson of the women's lacrosse team. Mia, you came to us from Orlando, Florida. What brought you here to Banner Elk and McRae?
It was really the location that got me. I love the mountains. They had a small team. I was looking to play lacrosse, and it was the perfect fit for me.
You've been pretty perfect at goal this year. You lead the conference in saves. Can you just talk about a little bit about your play and the team's performance so far?
We're doing pretty well so far. We've had some big conference wins. Still got a little bit of the season ahead of us. We're a young team, new coach. Everything seems to go pretty well.
You played under Coach Ray Cameron for your last couple years, but
Yep.
You got a fresh person, Lexi King, and she's an alumni. How has she done in her first season? Like, what has she brought to the table to the team?
It's definitely really different. Like you said, playing with Ray for the last 3 years. We now have a female coach. She's younger. I think she really connects with the players, and she knows what she's doing. She played here at McRae, which is really cool. and she has a lot of great ideas and is going to take this team pretty far.
Speaking of conference wins moments ago, you guys went down to Erskine and beat them pretty handily 15-2. Can you talk a little bit about just how the team played down there and what you guys feel good about coming out of that win?
Yeah, that was a huge win for us. The first 2 years I played here, we actually didn't beat Erskine. We beat them for the first time last year, and then last week beat them 15-2. We really just played as a unit. We had all the small wins on the field, got the big win in the end. We just played together as a team, and it was a great game.
And speaking of team, Peyton LeCompte's been having a pretty stellar year in scoring goals. I think she had 7 on Saturday.
Yeah.
How does that make your job easier as a defender when you have somebody that can score at the rate she does?
Peyton's very quick off the draw. She takes the draw, wins the draw, and typically goes straight to goal. Really helps us with the scoreboard, obviously. Our offense just really works together pretty well, and obviously her points have been a huge asset this season with all her goals.
And she's going to need to score quite a few tomorrow. You guys play the number 11 team in the country in Limestone. Can you just talk about your feelings going into that game?
Tomorrow will definitely be a learning experience. Limestone is a great team. We really look forward to playing them every season. We just learn so much from them. They're a great team.
All right. Well, Mia, thanks for stopping in and chatting with us. Mia and the Bobcats will be here tomorrow evening as they host Limestone at 5 p.m. at Tate Field. So if you're in the area, please come on by and check them out. And we'll be back shortly with This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Chris Parker here to recap the week that was and the week that will be. We're still in a very busy part of the year with a bunch of sports in action. We're going to start off with some tennis. Tennis played, I believe, 3 matches. They lost to Limestone on Tuesday, and then they both lost to Pfeiffer on Wednesday. The women picked up a win on Friday against Barton 6-3, so congratulations to the women's team there. And then both teams lost to Mount Olive on Saturday. Volleyball was in action. They hosted King on Wednesday. They were swept 3-0 there. And then they came and hosted Coker on Friday, and we have a couple of highlights from that event. Bobcats made a quick turnaround as they played again on Saturday against Limestone, and they fell in that match as well. And they will be home this week. They play North Greenville on Wednesday, and then on Friday they host Barton, and then Saturday they play at 2 o'clock for Senior Day. So if you're around, please come out as we're going to honor Drew Blecker before that match on Saturday afternoon. Softball had a pretty busy week as well as they went to Belmont Abbey, split down there. Taylor Billings with a really solid performance. And then on Sunday, they lost 2 games to Mount Olive here at the LMC softball field. And we have a couple highlights from that event.
Yeah! Yeah, good play. Force. Yeah, good job. Time to run to the plate. Yeah, there you go. Hurry. Good. Here we go. Home run here wins it.
And as you saw earlier, we talked with Mia Emerson about the women's lacrosse team. They went to UVA Wise and lost a tough one, 10-5 early in the week. But then you also heard that they took care of business against Erskine, 15-2. And Peyton LeCompte had 7 goals in that game. So Coach Lexi King's squad is progressing quite nicely through the season. They're going to have a stiff test with Limestone on Tuesday at 5 p.m. at Tate Field. So be sure to come out and check that one out. And then they're going to trek down to Georgia to play Shorter at 11 a.m. on Saturday. The men's lacrosse team was in action, played in a high-scoring affair against North Greenville, lost that one 19-10. But a lot of good things came out of that game. Then they hosted Young Harris here on Saturday, lost 16-15 in a nail-biter. Freshman Alec Molander, incredible game, 5 goals and 5 assists, but the Bobcats came up 1 goal short. They're going to take their talents down to Mount Olive on Saturday as they play the Trojans in Mount Olive, North Carolina. That is all that we have for this week in regards to recap. Coach McPhail will be back shortly to wrap things up.
Hi, and welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. As I wrap up the show, I want to tell you just what I felt this weekend when you host a men's and women's tennis match, men's lacrosse, and then a men's volleyball. There's a lot of activities going on and the logistics that goes along with that. Let's throw into the fact that we had 25 young women who are of the class of 2017, 2018, 2019 coming to take a look at Lee's McRae for women's soccer. I mean, we had over 100 student athletes from 3 different states, their institutions, but we probably had almost 10 to 15 different states with regards to the student athletes participating, where they resided from, here on our campus. I think that goes a long ways to what intercollegiate athletics on a small college campus in a small town can really be like. We're good, fun, healthy, affordable entertainment. It's unbelievable to watch our young people in action, to see the power and the speed of softball, to the incredible finesse and timing and almost ruggedness that is men's lacrosse. And then you throw into it the speed and agility of a tennis player, the power and the strength and the jumping ability of a men's volleyball player. I'm telling you, if you don't have anything going on, look at our website. Come out and see, just for yourself, what's happening on this campus. It's really a revival of some sorts. We've got great crowds every day. We've got incredible support. We've got an encouragement and engagement that I haven't seen in 18 years. And I'm proud to be a part of it. And I want you to as well. For all, this is the end of Bobcat, This Week in Bobcat Athletics for this week. Stay tuned for more as we show you what exactly Bobcat Nation's all about. Thank you and have a great week.